because he's going against his nature. If the woman spent more time trying to be a better woman and didn't worry about what the man did, if he didn't bring no diseases home, if he didn't have no women knocking on the door, then she really don't know what he's doing. She don't know what he's doing. If she's at home taking care of the kids and developing herself as a better woman, reading books, sewing, whatever she's doing. But if she's worrying about a man, she don't catch it with men and women.
I can't lie, right? I can't. I feel like I gotta speak. I feel like I gotta speak.
So as a man, this is what I tell my woman. You can't ask me nothing about what I'm doing as a man when I leave this household if all these bills is paid. You don't ask me nothing about what I'm doing as a man.
What's good, Reset TV? It's gravitating away. And listen, man, Charleston White really bringing in that reset, and he's been doing it for quite a while. We're about to check out this man single-handedly carry this podcast, y'all. No shade to the Danza Project, but you brothers bring a lot of light-skinned energy. And to understand what I'm saying, y'all gonna see it on this reaction. Charleston really breaks down the male essentials of what it is that makes us in our genetic makeup, our spiritual makeup, and by essence who we are. And I'm telling you, that boy got Brittany hooked. So a lot of folks getting lost off of this lap dance and her meltdown. I'm telling y'all, check out this reaction. Stay tuned. We're about to break it down, and in between we'll chime in on some commentary, because this man dissected this. And let me tell y'all something real quick. When the sister see you bringing down power through words, man, she get wet in the mind as well as the coochie, man. I'm just saying. Let's check this out.
In fact, there's somebody in this room right now that she's on the top 3 hit list.
Yeah. Y'all gonna get me in trouble.
Wait, do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I do. I got.
Are you fake? You have a wife.
Girlfriend.
Hello. Are you Muslim or?
Nah, I'm married.
Why he gotta?
I'm just like you, right?
She asked him, "Is he Muslim?" I guess the multiple women thing. My brother came back with, "Nah, I'm American."
I'm just like every no good riding that mom around here. I'm just
so wife and a girlfriend.
I'm more like granddad and them. I got Mabel across town that don't everybody know about but don't nobody talk about.
Right.
Everybody know about but don't nobody talk about.
Lord bless her heart.
And everybody's well taken care of, and we all seem to be happy.
So I don't want to leave.
We all seem to be happy. Everybody know about each other. Ain't nobody mad but the people that's looking.
It really used to be like that, for real. It's probably still some of that going on now. You know, brothers, if y'all ain't bringing nothing back home, you know, no outside babies. But even then, I'm telling you, I remember seeing all of the elders I looked up to had a family cross town. You know, the wives kind of knew about it. Everybody knew about it, but nobody poked around. You feel me? Because business was being handled. Telling you, this new era is suffocating, man. Suffocating. Niggas got to tiptoe around righteousness when y'all don't even understand righteousness is not what they portray it to be. So you think you just got to be the most perfect nigga that they don't even appreciate anyways. I'm telling you.
Okay. I don't want to leave your life. So.
I'm trying to understand what's going on with this.
I got a wife and a girlfriend. I love both of them.
Notice how that caught her attention. This woman done been through every gangbang you could think of, got railroaded from Alaska to Florida, all in between, and she's still interested in a man really kind of standing on business in terms of not being afraid to say, yeah, you know, I need more than one woman. It's not for all of us, but shouts out to the men that's not afraid of this modern conception of what you got to say to be accepted. And I'm telling you, watch how she's really engaged by this. Pay attention.
And I'm happy in both houses.
So what does the girlfriend provide that the wife does not?
It's a lot that she provides that the wife don't.
Like what?
She came in during a time when me and the wife was going through a divorce.
It be like that.
Fulfilled a whole bunch of elements.
Like, what, you gotta get specific with me.
I don't want to get specific because two women.
Fans watching.
We're asking.
Fans watching.
We're asking Brittany.
Hey, I just want to hear from you.
There's no need for specifics because two women are watching. But just
you're right.
Yeah. So I want to protect my peace.
Shout out Neff in the building.
But let me just say this.
For the blueberry vape.
I don't believe one. I don't believe one woman can completely satisfy all of a man's needs. That's why some men watch porn. That's why they go to the strip club. That's why they don't come home straight after work. I think that's why most spend time with their friends, their homeboys, because the woman who they're with only satisfies a portion of their needs.
I want to just chime in real quick. A lot of people will see that as, damn, they love their homeboys more than their wives or girls. Here's the thing. Me personally, I graduated from the stage where, because I'm in my 30s, I graduated from where I got to be around my homeboys after something like work. Nah, I'm trying to see my little seeds, you feel me, tap in with the fam. Just go, wind down. But in my younger days, I ain't going to hold you because I started families, with women, plural. I must admit that through my youth. But I understand what he's saying, I used to get whatever it is that I got from my wife, but having that camaraderie and just being around the guys and tapping in with other elements that's not necessarily with the dynamic of a wife and husband, per se, dynamic. I'm just saying. So I used to always be around my homeboys like that too. But you graduate after a while. You feel me? If you still like in your 40s, 30s, and you got to be around the homies before priorities, that's the only part. It's a gray area for me personally.
Desire. So that's why many men cheat.
Mind if I interject for 1 second?
Nah, go ahead.
Here we go.
I believe that the main reason that occurs is in relationships. A lot of relationships, especially when it comes to when it comes to women, they're afraid to allow a man to live their life, right? And but on the same note,
I was raised.
Go for it. But at the same time, you see that with a lot of men with their women, and we restrict. A lot of couples restrict one another from being who they truly are. You got to remember, most often when you meet, I'm 38 now. I met my girl when I was 34. Right?
38 and still sound like a simp. See, pay attention, gentlemen. He's focused on trying to say the right things, not saying how it is. And that's the problem, man. Clearly, you can tell a lot of these guys that come into money ain't really had sauce a game like that when they were younger. Why do I say this? And I'm not knocking Brittany for her past as a 304 because she probably still do that. I'm just saying, they're looking at a beautiful woman in the room. And a lot of guys, when a beautiful woman is in the room, they get goo gaga. They start projecting. They start feeling like they have to say this, almost like a script. Charleston was just speaking his mind, and she's drawn to it. I'm not saying brother over here, light-skinned boy, is wrong, but he's trying to say the typical script, and that's not reality.
I already am a lot who I am. Okay. Right? I'm well into my life. She's well into her life. Right? She was 23. And we are, I'm a 30.
What's the age gap?
11 years.
Okay. I hope they drag you for being a groomer too.
Yeah. Shit, coming
Stupid. Most dudes are into younger girls as long as it's legal, but it's gonna be morality that's unfair or whatever. I'm just gonna skip this part because that's just gonna be a back and forth for no reason.
Men like to cheat because of that. And they feel scared and they don't communicate that well. I don't think men communicate that shit that well.
It's just like the stars, right? Men are designed to cheat by the creation of God. Only in Europe.
Do the Cyrus say that? Because I might agree.
Brothers, if your lady's next to you, do not do that typical shit of trying to act, oh, this ain't me. Or just let her listen without tapping into protecting yourself so she don't look into what you got going on. Like, just let her listen to this for a second. It's important.
Only in European Western culture do people believe a man should be with one woman. That's only a European Western culture belief. Outside of that, every other race and every other woman understands that it's in a man's nature by design, because God created a man. His whole makeup, his drive, his desire is to have sex and to eat food. No woman would ever understand that because she's never had a hormone.
Feel the same way.
God, my whole desire as a man when I wake up is to eat food and have sex. What's centered around that? Getting a job so I can buy steaks, eat lobster, buy Louis, get a Rolls Royce.
Facts.
What does all that do? Give me more pussy. Make my woman listen to me. Because if I couldn't bring that in, she ain't gonna listen. What I say? As honest as I can be, bro.
Body language is so pivotal, y'all. Understand, she's trying to fight what he's saying, but if you pay attention, she's drawn to it. Hey, that's the preview before the lap dance. Understand? So it might have seemed spontaneous, but she was drawn to him, which made her that comfortable. I don't care if she got a history of porn and she's used to that. I'm telling you, the way this man was speaking to her spirit, she was drawn to him. Amongst all the other clowns in the room trying to say the right thing, he was letting it flow naturally.
He don't give a damn what I'm saying, bro. As an honest man, bro.
Yeah.
So as a man, you struggle with that. Growing up from a little boy, turned on by everything that you see. That's why men are turned on by their sight, and women are turned on by what they hear. A woman design, whole design is not sex driven. She's in her emotions. She's feeling because she has to nurture. She has to nurture children. So,
seen that eye roll back. I'm telling you, pay attention. This is very important, man. This game right here, if you haven't been taught things like this, I'm telling you, I try to pass this down to my sons as well. Listen, this is good game, yo. Speak the truth, y'all, at all times. Watch how the balance of your life shifts, man. From being kind of chaotic, from always feeling like you got to say the right thing, when living your righteousness, I'm telling you, and the power that comes from being truthful about the nature of a man is irresistible to a woman. Again, this is before the lap dance. This played a lot of parts into her feeling so comfortable. I'm going to dry hump this man on TV, because YouTube is basically TV now. I'm telling y'all, she don't regret that part.
It's two totally different worlds. And so only when you start to adapt to Western culture do you start to think that one man is supposed to have one woman.
Facts.
A man in America die faster than anybody on earth because he's going against his nature. If the woman spent more time trying to be a better woman and didn't worry about what the man did, if he didn't bring no diseases home, if he didn't have no women knocking on the door, then she really don't know what he's doing. She don't know what he's doing. If she's at home taking care of the kids and developing herself as a better woman, reading books, sewing, whatever she's doing. But if she's worried about a man, she don't get with men and women.
I can't lie, right? I can't. I feel like I gotta speak. I feel like I gotta speak.
So as a man, this is what I tell my woman. You can't ask me nothing about what I'm doing as a man when I leave this house.
Facts.
If all these bills is paid. You ain't ask me nothing about what I'm doing as a man. Let me be a man, because a man gonna be a man.
I don't want to be like questioned for the I do.
Guys, we came here for Charleston. I'm gonna have the link down below for the full interview. I'm not really trying to hear this, simp energy of, oh, he's going, rogue over here on the podcast. He's making men look bad, and he feels like Captain Saver, 304. So he gotta balance it out with what he thinks a woman wants to hear. The typical script coming from the left, i.e. meaning leftist, feminism, pushing onward to toxic masculinity, trying to minimize our nature as men. This is why you see all the chaos in the world going on with feminized men. I'm not saying this brother here is feminizing, but I'm not into caping for 304s, yo. So we're going to go ahead and forward that. Charleston cooking, and this brother want to come play Captain Saver. Nah, bro, we ain't doing this. Let Charleston cook, bruh. And he carried that podcast.
Just one.
They seem like some miserable guys.
What? They seem like people that
I just want to chime in. Charleston is basically piggybacking off what the light-skinned brother was saying was, you know, he'd rather just be with one woman versus having multiple women. And Charleston about to break that whole shit down right now. And he's basically saying it's miserable.
One, them seem like some miserable, unhappy guys have to go. Them can complain more than anything, man. I seem like spend going home to the wife and hell for them guys. Them guys seem like some of the most miserable guys in the world.
And I think there's growth that has to come with it.
And what age? Because I'm watching the old and the young both seem miserable.
I'm in a relationship with a 26-year-old, right? Who is pregnant with another baby on the way.
I'm going to forward a little bit, then we just going to cut, all right? Because I ain't trying to hit all that, bro.
All right, go look at her. I don't know. I feel like energy is a big thing for me. And I feel like if you have two women, you got to give away some of that energy. And I feel like, okay, I'm a father now, right? 16 months. I'm not like some super experienced father that knows it all. But I will say this, I'm definitely not giving my son energy that I could be giving to my son. My son deserves.
He's kind of like clouding up the whole point of what Charleston was saying. See, this is that typical script, simp. Let me balance this out. Can't be too manly. We got to stay even kill. He's clouding it. You don't see that word side piece is very underrated because are you talking about some broad you just knocking up or another human being that's playing as your woman? She may not have the legalities of what your wife have on paper, but she's playing similar roles. She might be catering to certain aspects that this woman ain't and that woman ain't. Again, guys, this ain't necessarily my life, but best believe I totally understood it and I've lived this already. I know what the hell he's talking about. But typical simp behavior over here, man.
My son. That what it home with mama for. Guess what? Yeah, nah, man, I don't love the kid that much. That's what the woman at home for. I'm gonna get when you get older to show him how to do what I'm doing. Nah. I don't want to be at home nurturing. I was a single dad who had my baby mama used to dance. So I had my baby mama dancing when she was 5 months pregnant with my daughter. So I was at home keeping the kids, call myself playing pimping.
For those of you that don't know, he impregnated a Mexican woman. And that Mexican woman was one of his, I guess you could say, bottom bitches. Because Charleston used to play pimp or whatever. So that woman is not the wife he's currently with now. That was just a baby mama who had drug issues, all type of stuff. And she's out of the picture. So just throwing that in.
So my daughter was born, my whole concept changed. My baby mama ended up going to jail. She was on the run for a few years. So I had my daughter when she was like 3 months old, homie. So I had to play single dad with 2 kids pretty much most of their life. So I was at home nurturing, cooking food.
Props to you for doing.
I was miserable. I was miserable, homie. I was miserable. I was depressed. I was struggling financially. Nah, homie, I don't want to be at home nurturing or giving the kids all my time. Never in history have the man do that because I got to go out and hunt them kids. I should have been dropping them off with mama them and my sister them, going out getting the money. Like,
if you guys observe something, I just want to run it back a little. Charleston cooking though, but I just want y'all to watch something real quick.
Them kids, I should have been dropping them off with mama them and my sister.
I just want to show y'all how they proceed to keep pouring lick in Brittany's cup. And this is
I was struggling financially. Nah,
we're going to pause it. This is one of the reasons what you see right here. They proceed to pour more liquor in her cup knowing this broad is jacked up, man. Like, so that's the only part I wanted to touch on with her going buck crazy, throwing shit around. It's like, gentlemen, we still got to control the atmosphere. Yeah, she a 304 or whatever, but if this is your platform, show some type of professionalism. You feel me? I didn't like the decor of them gentlemen. They typical simps doing whatever the broad wants, but she can't hold her drink. You seen her getting sauced up, and y'all just doing it like that. I ain't respect that. Now, I'm going to end it here, y'all. Y'all can go ahead and check out the full link. It's going to be right here on the bottom. I just had to show y'all some of the side that a lot of folks won't really show you about Charleston. You know, they play towards the character he does online, but when he's in these settings, he's really coming from a place that you can respect. You know, like, I like when men speak men language. You understand what I'm saying? Those of you that do, you do. It's like, it's something that's foreign now. It's a fading thing that we had, because I used to be able to go to them older folks for advice. And real quick, man, I understand what he was saying about the children. For those of you that think I just cut him off, you know, he was left with 2 children, and it took away from his abilities to go ahead and expand his finances, expand his resume through networking, etc. My first 4 children I had with their old girl. Things ain't work out. I'm not gonna go too deep on it on here, but she ended up moving away. I was with 4 children, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I really pondered on, like, you know, should I just leave them with the old girl? You feel me? I couldn't do it like that. I had to rock with my babies, but it took away from me the moves that I was used to doing, where I could, if I'm down a couple grand, I can go get it over here doing this, doing that. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I couldn't move like that. So my new girl I'm with now, shout out to her, that came and played a balancing act. She played that surrogate mother role. You understand? She filled the shoes that not necessarily, you know, ain't living anymore, but wasn't present to help me with my program. Because if a woman ain't helping you with your program, she ain't your woman. But thankfully, the girl that I got, that helped me be able to go chase that money, go help with the family. And as long as you balancing all of that, a lot of the typical narrative of what they're trying to feed you, a man can play a woman's role, etc., it won't last that long. It would affect you at some type of capacity, whether it's a mental burden or a physical burden, financial burden, it's gonna affect you. So while it may look good on paper, damn, he held it down, he's got the babies and all that, it's cool. But you gotta be able to stay in your role, and your role is not necessarily meant to be a nurturer like that. You take away from something else when you put in roles like that. That's not meant for us. So look, man, we was wrapping up, we was talking. I hope y'all appreciated this. This is Reset TV. And Charleston, boy, he came on that week podcast, carried them, and gave a damn reset. Had Brittany really looking at this man. Yeah, she a little sauced up, but that man's words already got through her thighs. I'm telling you, man, she had to jump on that brother, because, listen, the real is always going to be respected versus the fake. So all that typical narrative simp shit, it don't work. And I tell my boys that. And I'm going to continue hoping y'all do the same. This was Gravitating the Way on Reset, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We're going to keep dropping these bangers, y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all. By the way, real quick, Charleston been having one hell of a week. 3-0 in Arizona. Come on now. Coming here and going viral again off Brittany. PJ, man, I feel you. You may have that $48 million, but you always going to be attached to that stank 304. I'm sorry, brother. Damn.